I'd like to tell you about a show of epic proportions.
I prefer me some magic when I'm trying to get in and out of houses undetected. I prefer me some magic.
A show where the boundaries are pushed.
I like spam. Is there something wrong with that?
No, nothing at all. If you prefer meat with jelly on top of it, go right ahead.
I'd like to tell you about that show, but that is not this show. This show is the Fortean Slip, with host Chris York.
I have a tendency to go to dark places with my humor. It is what it is. It's not going to change anytime soon.
Co-host Steve Alcorn.
It was so earth-shaking and mind-blowing that even John Teeter in the future knows about it.
And reoccurring, ever-present special guest Matt Knapp.
Yeah, somebody should have put out like a giant bug zapper and just ended that whole Mothman debacle.
A show that lacks taste, a filter, and listeners.
Are you listening? Are you like hearing the fucking fart?
Yeah.
You're not just smelling it, you're hearing
Not
the shit.
just smelling. Audible as well.
That would be something else.
Whoa.
But
You
well, I
have
do.
parts that you can't tell if it was you or not.
Well, yeah, because
What you are about to hear may be offensive, but we don't really give a fuck.
Hello, and welcome to the Fortean Slip. It's been an interesting evening. The cookie, it's pretty much, yeah, it's working now. This is episode 36.
I didn't get it.
Because you live too far away.
All right.
And beep.
Maybe oh, you got to edit that out, man.
I'll beep it out.
All right, thank you.
The cookie has crumbled.
Yeah, the cookie has crumbled. God forbid anybody look up Steve Alcorn.
I don't mean the cookie part. I mean, you can keep the cookie part.
I can keep the cookie part? That part's okay?
Yeah.
Good.
You can edit out some names there.
Yeah. This is episode 36.
All I got was 37.
No, it's 36.
Damn it.
Well,
It's 36, Matt. You're not going to trip me up. I mean, yeah.
I
am.
didn't say it.
I am a little, but no. I actually already made the file folder on the computer, so I have it for reference.
Damn it.
Sitting right handy. Yeah, this is episode 36. I don't think we have any fucking clue what to call this thing. So,
Clever name.
yeah.
I like that. That's a good title.
I think this is going to be another one that by the end of the show, I think either Matt or I will come up with something.
Wait, not me?
No.
Probably not.
No, sorry.
No, I'm guessing not.
No, we use you for spam.
Mm-hmm.
And
Miracle Whip.
you're like, Steve, understand that you are the backbone of like any army. You're that guy that has to go running in first.
So I'm the leader.
Yes,
Yes, you are the leader.
absolutely.
You're the tip of the spearhead.
I like that role.
And we're just the two guys behind you shoving you in there.
I think when we used to play Axis and Allies when I was younger, we called them cannon fodder.
Wait. But I'm the leader.
Hey, you call it what you will.
All right.
But yeah, I went and saw Godzilla recently, and I also did because I started doing the science minutes, which have been doing pretty well, and I did one on an organism that scientists created that has expanding DNA. So I thought it would kind of be cool if we kind of went down that whole, what if road of, science creates some fucking thing that becomes, a problem.
Stretch Armstrong.
And then Matt totally deflates my whole fucking argument for doing a show based on this idea by saying, no, I think we could just take care of it no matter what it is. We just, a fucking F-16, I think it would just pretty much rip it apart. And I can't disagree with his logic. But I still want to talk about it anyway. So go fuck yourself. But that was a good fucking point. I mean, I gotta give it to you.
Explain to me how we're going to create some gigantic, never-before-seen bipedal lizard thing that spits radioactive flames from its mouth.
Okay, here's the thing. Here's the stuff that scares me, Matt. As we and this isn't going to happen for a while. I don't think it's going to be anything that's going to happen within even our lifetimes. Maybe it will. I mean, but I don't think that we're going to reach any other planets and bring back any type of different form of life in my lifetime. I could be wrong, but I don't see it happening.
It has already happened.
That we might find it possible. I don't know.
I think it's already happened.
So, but anyway, no, I mean us going out there to another planet and bringing back something.
I think if we did, I don't think it'd be like, oh, we found this little alien animal, or like, oh, we dug up this plant that was growing. I think it'd be like some microscopic thing that just attached itself to a suit.
But I think that's the type of, but I think they'll find that shit ultimately, and I think that's where it begins because, pardon me, when you have organisms that live under different environmental conditions and have, maybe not built on, maybe they're not a carbon life form, or maybe they're a different form of carbon life form. And that unlocks some fucking mystery to the genome that, scientists couldn't quite wrap their heads around.
So, like, Superman wasn't powerful on his own planet, but when he came here, right?
No, that wasn't what I was saying.
But I mean, it's kind of that same concept, right?
No, what I'm saying is that maybe we find something within the makeup of these creatures that we find on these other planets that allows us to unlock something in genetic coding where we create something that's outside of the norm of what you would see on this planet. So maybe there are
like we patch up holes in DNA of like a snake with like the genetic code of like this alien life form that we found,
right?
And it creates some crazy
new
thing that's never existed before,
right?
Super snake,
right? And I mean, ultimately, Matt's absolutely right. There are things that could kill these things, but then you got to remember too, like if we go to places where they're based on a different form of, an environment. Maybe they don't, breathe the same type of, they're different in some way. You can't really say the same air because they wouldn't live on this planet. But, just things in their genetic makeup that would make them more adaptable to the effects of,
perhaps they don't
have
to breathe.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Exactly.
I mean, we don't know.
The possibilities are. I think they're limitless.
Because I used to frighten myself.
What, by looking up at the night sky and all the fucking stars that are there and go, wow, what the fuck?
That too, but no, the concept of like, as a child, I was into dinosaurs, so in my mind it was always the concept of what if dinosaurs were still here? Just walking around.
Oh, yeah.
Doing whatever the hell dinosaurs want to do. Just like the size of them. Like, as a little kid, you're sitting outside at night and you're like imagining what it would be like to be surrounded by these predators.
Oh, I used to
scary thought.
I used to be really into dinosaurs when I was a kid, but I used to have nightmares about them too.
I never got into dinosaurs. Didn't care for them. Just saying.
Okay.
Just saying.
Thanks for
Not everybody likes dinosaurs.
You're right. Not everybody does.
Not everybody likes dinosaurs. You are correct.
So what were you into, Steve?
Steve was
What was I into as a kid?
Steve was into yard sailing at age 5.
Antiques and camping. I did that sort of thing, but I wasn't into. Well, I was into like Uri Geller. I'm sure you're familiar with Uri Geller, the spoon bending guy that Johnny Carson proved was a fake. So I was into weird stuff, but I wasn't into dinosaurs because they were too real. I like fake stuff.
I like fake stuff.
Well, he's in a Spam, he's in a Miracle Whip, like fake meat, fake mayonnaise.
Oh, yeah.
I can see it.
Yeah.
Spam could be real, but it probably isn't. See, that's what I'm into. Those kinds of things.
Oh, did I send you the new, the copy of the new artwork that Dread Fund did for us? Speaking of which.
Send me?
Yeah.
No.
Either one of you.
No.
Oh, I will have to do
Dread
that.
Fund. Hell of an artist.
I'll do
the
that.
artistic master that is known as Dread Fund.
Yes, Mr. Dread Fun. See, this brings me back to the cookie. I mean, I should have fucking thought of this before the show. Yeah, he did the comic strip where Godzilla takes a big shit. And
don't tell us. We haven't seen it yet.
No, I have to for the audience.
But
I'm not going to give it away for you. I'm not going to give away what happens. I'm
right.
just going to kind of give like an idea. And the people
So this
can
is a
look at it.
continuance of the
And
last one?
And I'm going to put the picture up on the screen in the video, Steve. And then people can look. They can see.
The magic of post-production.
That's right. This is why I don't do a live
I'm
show.
Still in, this is not post-production now. This is production, and I don't know the story. So, but go
I'm
ahead.
not telling you the story. So anyway,
okay. So
Godzilla takes a shit. Go from there.
Yes, Godzilla takes a shit. We pop out of the shit, and hilarity ensues. There, you happy?
yes.
No.
Does that make
So-
No,
Chris,
I
you
know
saw
I'm
the
not
movie
gonna shit
Godzilla.
already.
Yes, I saw the movie Godzilla.
And in the movie Godzilla, spoiler alert, there's these other monsters
There are quote
That the-
unquote other monsters. Yes.
that the government has been raising or something.
I want to note that I saw the fucking movie twice.
Was there a turtle with a rocket in his ass? Because I remember that.
There
from
was
the
no turtle with a rocket in his ass. And here's the thing: I didn't
Because
see
that
the
was great
movie
stuff.
twice. Because we did the movie review on X-Men the other night, and I said that X-Men was a great fucking movie. X-Men was far better than Godzilla, like miles and miles better than Godzilla. But my son was sick when I took my daughter to see it, and I didn't want to wait because I'm fucking horrible about that. And then I took my son so I could go again.
Well, tell us about the monsters.
Okay,
monsters.
the monsters.
Like, who cares if you haven't seen Godzilla yet? Get over it.
Shut the fucking show off.
No, don't do that. Just get over it.
All right, plug your ears and
I haven't seen it.
No,
I don't care.
I'm not gonna put a thing up on the screen that says, "Okay, you can start listening now" or something. I'm not. No, that's not gonna happen.
No.
All right. Yes, there's these two fucking creatures. They. What happens is they find these things, and they call them spores, but they're more like, eggs, I guess you would say. Excuse me. Ugh.
We'll take that out in post-production.
No, I won't.
Oh, okay.
But they find these things on what appears to be the skeleton of a Godzilla-like creature. And one of them has burst open and takes off out of this thing and attaches itself to a nuclear power plant in Japan. And the other one, it's dormant. And they ship it off somewhere else. I won't give that away. But then, if anybody's seen the trailer, there's obviously this big thing that happens at this nuclear power plant, which Bryan Cranston's character works at. And that's where the monster starts.
That's when the Dinobots come out.
The Dinobots come out, and then Optimus Prime whoops some ass.
Yeah.
And, the Steve Austin Transformer.
Right.
Was there a Mothra in this?
No.
I liked Mothra.
The monsters that they created for this they called them the Mutos. I mean, which I thought was
Like,
it was a cute little fucking acronym.
I used to have Menudo, on
Menudo?
cassette.
Yeah?
Yeah.
No, there wasn't 5 of them.
Menudo was hot in the day,
Isn't
and they
there
were
5
good.
of the Menudos?
Yeah. It's actually Menudo was actually
The first boy band?
Bob Dominguez and his
no.
brothers.
No, the first
okay.
boy band was the Jacksons. Wasn't
Jackson 5.
It's Jackson 5.
I would guess that they would be the first official. Well, there was probably boy bands before them, but the first well-known boy band, maybe the first real popular boy band.
There's some barbershop quartet of teenagers running around.
If we were a popular show, we would totally get schooled on this subject.
We don't. We don't.
Good thing we don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, no shit, right? But yeah, they were called.
Yeah,
they called them the Mutos, and
I think that's kind of lame.
Yeah, the name I wasn't that into the name. I did like the creatures. The creatures themselves were really cool. The way they made that there were two. Because at first because I had heard that there were two monsters beyond Godzilla in the movie before I saw the movie, but I didn't know what they were. So I didn't know if they had two completely separate, different monsters or how they were doing it. But they were similar, let's just say.
The Ink Spots were the first, what we would now call boy band
Oh my fucking
in the
God.
1950s.
The Rorschachs.
Wow.
And then, of course, the Osmonds, the Jackson 5, and the Monkeys.
You see, Steve, you can't take Steve off something.
You can't.
Steve has
He's
to
like a bloodhound.
He has to follow it to its fucking end.
Of course, if you want to get technical, the barbershop quartets of, like the 1800s and would be actually the first.
If you want to get technical, he's almost like an idiot savant.
Well, I think I did reference barbershop quartets previously.
You did.
Thus negating this entire piece.
But the first, what we would now call boy band was the Ink Spots.
Who are the fucking Ink Spots?
I don't know.
Exactly.
I didn't get that far. Wow. Back to the topic.
Yeah, topic. Mutos. So, and
The fresh maker.
one of the Mutos flies, one of them doesn't. Anyway.
Lame.
I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't know what to tell you. The shots of Godzilla, I thought were great, and I didn't have a problem with how Godzilla looked. I didn't have a problem with what a lot of people are calling the lack of monster footage. I mean, I don't understand what people want. Do they want the fucking movie to start out with fucking Godzilla coming out of the water and just be constant monster on monster action from the beginning of the movie to the end of the movie? And
what kind of movie is this?
And all the fucking people on the ground are just like stomped on and trampled, and you don't know anything about them.
Yeah, that's what I want to see. I want to see just a Godzilla POV, like GoPro around his neck.
Yeah.
Stomping around and fucking up other monsters.
That's it?
Yeah, that's what I want to see.
All right.
Do you think this new Godzilla film like approached like the marketing department of Taco Bell? And those guys were like, fuck off.
I think, no, I don't know, but I saw some fucking commercial. I can't remember where I saw it. For Godzilla. Oh, it was when I went over to my fucking buddy's house the other day. And holy shit.
Is this the Fiat commercial?
Is it the one, it's something, he popped something in his mouth. I just caught it.
He's eating Fiats.
What the
The car company. And then, like, hacks one up like a hairball.
Nice.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
When did Godzilla start eating Fiats?
Whenever he invaded America.
Well, it's the whole branding thing.
Yeah. But the movie was good. Was it the best movie I've seen ever? No. It was good. I wonder how much they paid. It was a damn good monster movie.
I wonder how much they paid Godzilla for that commercial. Because you usually make more money off of commercials than you do off of, other things.
Steve, just stop. You're not
the Ink Spots
you're
were
not
an
that
American
dumb.
local group, popular in the 1930s and 40s, by the way.
You're not that dumb. I know you're not. For fact.
I'm not that dumb. I just play one on a podcast.
No, sometimes you're dumb.
Oh,
sometimes when it comes to Godzilla and popular culture, yeah, I'm a little bit dumb. So I have to come up with other things to make myself sound smarter, like looking up the history of the ink spots.
But yeah, I mean, so that's what got me kind of thinking about it, like that whole idea. And there are, like I said, there are scientists that are trying to resurrect creatures from the past that are long extinct.
Oh my God, Steve.
What?
Yes.
You didn't mention they were black.
Oh, well, what does that matter?
Holy shit.
They were accepted. They were accepted by both.
Oh yeah, by white America. Of course they were.
Of course they were, and their music led to what we know now as rock and roll and rhythm and blues. And, they were big influences on people like the Mills Brothers, the Andrews Sisters, the Platters, even Ella Fitzgerald.
And the Civil Rights Movement, Steve.
Well, yeah.
That's horrible.
I'm just saying the Ink Spots, first boy band.
No, don't say it anymore, please.
You brought it back up. I was done with it.
Because I just had it checked. I just something told me you might want to look a little bit deeper.
They had some pretty popular stuff. One of their songs was called Jabba Jive.
Get that burning cross out of my lawn.
I don't want to set the world on fire.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
If the Lakers win, we riot tonight.
You guys both suck.
What?
You suck.
There's a big hit of the
You can
30s.
buy the Ink Spots Greatest Hits on Amazon.
We're not sponsored by the Ink Spots, by the way.
We're not fucking sponsored by anybody.
There's been several incarnations of the Ink Spots, but the official members, no, I won't go there. Orville Hoppy Jones was one, and I guess I am going there. Ivory Deke Watson, Jerry Daniels, and Charlie Fuqua.
Charlie Daniels? What?
Yeah.
Yeah. So obviously we're gonna be derailed at this point with the ink spots and their music that charmed a generation. So, but yeah, Godzilla was good, Matt. To answer your fucking question.
Thank you, Chris.
And the Mutos were, I take away from the name of them, cool monsters. Cool opposition to Godzilla, if you will. So, Steve?
Yes. From the HuffingtonPost.com. Fairy circles, not caused by termites after all, according to aerial images.
Of course not. They're caused by fucking fairies.
They don't call them termite circles.
Fairy circles that form
Wait, is it okay to call them fairies?
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Yes.
I just want to
The
make
arid
sure. I want to make sure we
grasslands
get the
of
right vernacular here.
Namibia, I think, have baffled scientists for decades. In the latest attempt to explain the cause of these mysterious circular patches, a group of researchers turned to aerial images. From the aerial images, the scientists discovered that fairy circles are distributed in surprisingly regular patterns, which might rule out the popular theory that the termites are creators of the circles. The occurrence of such patternizing, in nature is rather unusual. Study researcher Stephen Getson of the Helmholtz Center for Environmental Research, or the UFC, in Leipzig, is that how you say it? Germany, said in a statement. Leipzig? Okay. There must be particularly strong regulating forces at work. Fairy circles are barren patches typically surrounded by a ring of thriving vegetation. They can grow to be 65 feet or 20 meters in diameter.
Because of the fairies.
And linger for as long as 75 years. For the past several years, scientists have offered up a variety of hypotheses for why these rings form in the arid grasslands, transitioning into the Namib Desert. Their explanations have ranged from grass-killing seeps of hydrocarbon to carnivorous ants to termite feeding patterns. One biologist recently conducted a census of organisms at fairy circles. His results, detailed in the Journal Science last year, revealed a species sand termite lived at the majority of patches. He concluded the insects seemed to be feeding on the grass roots, creating the characteristic rings. Getson and his colleagues, however, say termites are typically distributed in irregular clusters in the wild. They argue that the insects couldn't have created patterns as consistent as the ones they observed in their aerial photos.
That's because it's fairies.
It's fairies.
It's fairies.
Fairies.
I'm all in with everything
Dancing
tonight.
hand in hand in circles.
They wouldn't call them fairy circles.
I am
if it
all
wasn't made
in
of
Chris
fairies.
tonight.
From metro.co.uk. Has Bigfoot moved to Norway? Mysterious hairy figure spotted in the woods.
Yes.
Yeah.
An amateur cameraman claims he spotted the mysterious figure while hunting in some woods in Norway. Uploader MicroRT55 explained under his Bigfoot encounter, quote-unquote, video, "I thought it was a bear. I was hunting in the woods, but then I saw this thing." The clip shows
I have to go back on my earlier statement. I can't be all in tonight.
This clip shows the hairy figure rising from some vegetation before casually walking out of the shot.
The man in the ghillie suit stands up and walks away from the camera shot, which is shot from the perspective of the ground
Up.
So
in a flower-covered field.
It appears the famous Sasquatch may have
I love this. I
relocated-
love the little, shuck and jive move
Yeah.
that the fucking asshole in the suit does, because it's nowhere near anything. It
Yeah,
comes
you
off
just- you,
so
expect to,
awkward.
Yeah, you expect to hear that music, like.
So it appears the famous Sasquatch may have relocated from the U.S. unless the legendary creature has some European cousins.
By the way, I saw a related comment on the internet this past week where someone had read an article about a Russian Bigfoot, and this person wanted to know how the hell Bigfoot got from the United States to Russia.
Magic.
Fairy circles.
Fairy circles,
I
yeah.
believe in fairy
And
circles.
from a brand new blog.
That one you're not
called
ruining for me, Matt.
From a brand new blog that I find extremely well written.
BigfootCrossroads.com. Thank you, Steve. I appreciate that. It's not really brand new.
Exclusive.
That article by Cindy Bowers on bigfootcrossroads.com. Matt, I got to admit, yeah. I'm so glad Steve's going to bring that one up tonight.
Yeah.
I have not read the article by Cindy Bowers. However, I did speak with Cindy the other day, so
it is
I apologize,
a serious article.
Cindy.
It's about the unethical and dangerous world of Bigfoot baiting. I know that at first sounds a little silly, but whenever you read the paper, it's broken down into 3 easy parts. It's not that long of a read. You can stretch it out. It's a really well-written paper.
Knowing
Cindy
and
the present
counting her
condition.
as one of my personal friends, I believe every word you just said, Matt.
Absolutely.
She's a great girl. Now, from the most exciting, greatest blog in the history of blogs,
ForteanSlip.blogspot.com. Yes, ladies and gentlemen.
The Fortean Slip does have its own blog page now.
Yes, it does.
And it may soon have a domain name pointing to it.
That's correct.
Oh, touche.
UFOexclusive.com. Communicating with aliens. NASA releases eBook telling us how.
Wait a minute. What was that again, Steve? Because this is Steve's blog, by the way. What was that again?
What? No.
Yeah, no. What was the name of the blog again? Let's put it out there.
Well, you can get to it 2 ways: UFOexclusive.com or UFOexclusive.blogspot.com, or just if you happen upon it somewhere.
So you have the exclusive on everything UFOs.
I exclusively write about UFOs and UFO-related articles.
It's an excellent blog site, for real.
It will be. Anyway.
It's starting off great.
Yeah.
Communicating with aliens. NASA releases an ebook telling us how. Archaeology, Anthropology, and Interstellar Communication is the ebook that NASA has released, edited by the SETI Director of Interstellar Message Composition, Douglas Vakoch, I believe his name is. The ebook deals with preparing us for extraterrestrial contact if that day ever comes. According to those who have read it, the book is serious.
If I can have extraterrestrial contact like James Kirk had in Star Trek Into Darkness, then I'm all in.
Are we to assume that NASA believes contact will come soon, or are they just preparing us for the possibility? I haven't seen the book yet, but I bet it's one hell of a read. According to NASA's website, addressing a field that has been dominated by astronomers, physicists, engineers, and computer scientists, the contributors to this collection raise questions that may have been overlooked by physical scientists about the ease of establishing meaningful communication with an extraterrestrial intelligence. These scholars are grappling with some of the enormous challenges that will face humanity if an information-rich signal emanating from another world is detected. By drawing on issues at the core of contemporary archaeology and anthropology, we can be much better prepared for contact with an extraterrestrial civilization should that day ever come. And yeah, you can download that. Well, you can click on UFOexclusive.com.
Chapter 1.
There is a link. There is a link to the NASA website and the downloadable PDF or ebook, or even mobile files.
Chapter 2, French fries.
And in our final story, I didn't tell you about this one, Chris.
Oh.
The Ink Spots were an American vocal group popular in the 1930s and 40s. Their music... I'm done. That is the news, fellas.
Wow.
Mr. Funny Man, sneaking one in there.
Yeah, just trying to fucking slip one
Their
past
music
the
led to
goalie.
the rhythm and blues and rock and roll musical genres and the subgenre doo-wop. The group was widely accepted. I'm done. I'll quit now.
Yeah. Everybody go check out fucking Dread Fun. As always, youtube.com/DREDFUNN. Go now.
UFOexclusive.com.
Fuck you and your
Bigfoot
UFOexclusive.com.
Crossroads.
I gave you your fucking plug. It's Dread Fun's time.
Bigfootcrossroads.com.
Bigfoot Revolution.
Oh, yes. The Fortean Slip.
What is this?
Blogspot.com.
What is this going to be? The fucking ad hour?
Yeah.
Let's just have a fucking 5-minute section. The Fortean Slip was brought to you by Bigfoot Revolution.
More Ovaltine?
UFOexclusive.com. YouTube.com/Dreadfund. The fact that Chris has nothing to do on a Sunday night. That's not true.
No, we always have something to do on a Sunday night.
That's right. This.
The Fortean Slip.
Well, sometimes we don't. But
Sometimes we don't.
most of the times we do.
Most of the time.
Thank you for joining us. Episode 36.
UFOexclusive.com.
Fuck off.